Well, hey folks, I am out metal detecting this afternoon. It's a windy, beautiful afternoon. Look at this field behind me. I'm getting another late start this afternoon, so we'll see how long I go, hopefully for at least a few hours. I've been to this field before several times, but I've not had the Manticore out here in this field. I've hunted it quite a bit with the Equinox 800 before I switched over. It's always produced a lot of good things for me. I've dug a half real, I've dug at least 4 or 5 seeded coins, I've dug Civil War buttons, both Confederate and Union, and plenty of bullets. So we're going to see what the Manticore does out in this field. There was a very well traveled old wagon trail that used to pass through this field that's behind me. A very, very heavily traveled road back going to the mid 1800s. A lot of different traffic come through here, military and civilian alike. So the potential for this field is always very high. As always, the expectations are high. So let's get after it. Let's go dig some history. All right, well, this is my second hole. First one was a piece of aluminum trash right here. Not sure what it's going to be. Little brass clip. Not sure. Doesn't look familiar. It was bent. I straightened it back out. I don't know, but it's older and it's not trash, so we'll take that as our first find. On we go. Well, looks like I've got a second target of the day. Right down in here is a low signal. I'm digging all the low tones. It's going to be a piece of a utensil handle. These ring up really low. I guess because they're so thin. This was a 25, 26 signal. So it's old. It's not trash. So we'll take it. Alright, well, I had a really deep signal. Let me see if I can turn around this way. Maybe that's a little better. Had a really, really deep signal. You can see right there. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. I mean, you just never know. All right, I see movement there. Oh boy, what is this? I don't know what that is. What do y'all think? Some kind of brass door plate that's melted in a fire, maybe? You can kind of see square there. That was a deep signal. I had the thought that it was going to be a belt plate. I don't know. All right, got me excited there for a second. All right, well, I've got my back to the wind. I'm down really low. Just had a, I don't know, kind of a weird signal, low 40s. I popped it out. I think it's going to be a little Colt. 40 caliber or 36 caliber maybe. Yeah, I think that's going to be Civil War period, maybe a little later. It's an older bullet. All right, well, that's a little improvement on what we've done so far. Let's see what else we can do. All right, well, I'm digging all the signals since this is the first time I've been out here with the Manticore, and seeing what the Equinox 800 might have missed. But this was just a weird signal, very deep. I don't know, 8 inches, 10 inches. You see it? Very thin. Got some fancy on it. Let me hit that with a brush. Bad shape, whatever it is. A lid to something maybe? Let me hit it with a brush just to see. Yeah, I'm not sure. It was ornate, had some fancy design on it, some kind of little square or flower in the middle. We'll keep digging those iffy signals though, see if we can come up with something good. Had another really deep signal in the 40s, scratchy, but I said I'm gonna dig the deep ones. It was all of 10 inches. It's gonna be an almost complete harmonica reed down in there. Look at that. Well, I know I'm on the old side here. There's stuff below the plow line for sure, so I'm gonna keep at it. Keep digging these squeakers. Who knows what might pop out. Well, another really deep signal down in here. It's gonna be the top to a lantern piece. Looks like the adjuster for the wick would have been out here. Definitely some old stuff here that I've missed. We will keep at it. Little tiny squeaker and a little tiny button. Actually looks like a little two-piece button, but that thing is very small. It almost looks like it has holes in it. But I think that's some kind of design. I'll get it cleaned up. That's a very, very, very small button. All right, well, got it right here on top of the plug. You can see it was laying right in there. And it's gonna be part of a skeleton key. But it's still cool. Every now and then I find a complete one. Mostly broken. I like it though. Guys, I think I just popped something really, really good. It's my first. I've only read about them. I knew they existed. And if it is what I think it is, this is unbelievable. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, let me take a breath here. Oh, my goodness. I almost didn't dig that signal. All right. Well, I hope you can hear me. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Guys, I think this is a quarter real. I've dug half reals, I've dug 1 reals, there's 2 reals, 4 reals, 8 reals. I've only dug half and 1. And I knew that quarter reals existed. Oh my goodness, I don't want to touch it. Look at this. Is it turned into a button? Or has it just got 1 hole? I think it's got 2. Oh my goodness. Let me put it in the sun so you can see if that's too bright. Oh my goodness. I hope you can see this. Let me set my tripod up and we'll put some spray, we'll get some water on it. Give me 1 second. Got my spray out here. Oh man, look how small this is. Look how small this is. Hopefully I can get the water on it. All right, looks like it's got 1 hole in it. 1/4 right there on that side. And there's the bust. Unbelievable. I don't even know where the year at is on it. I can hardly even see this. Let me zoom in. What's that say? 18. Is that 1853? Republica Mexican. So this is a Mexican. Quarter real. Guys, I'm just in shock here. Wow, wow, wow. Look how small this is. Man, that's my fingertip. Look how small it is. You better believe they kept that little sucker on a string. Oh my goodness. Haven't really found much else out here today, and then this. And it was a weird signal. Alright, well, absolutely stunned. This is why I love the hobby. I can't even call it a bucket lister because I never really, I mean, I knew they existed, but never really thought I'd have a chance at digging one. Pretty sure that's 1853. Yeah. Almost looks like there's two little holes, but they don't go all the way through. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, I just can't help a laugh. I doubt we'll top it, but I'm gonna stick around for a little while longer. Another deep target down in there. Just gotta dig them. I already popped it out. Gonna be a keyhole escutcheon off of a door facing, probably. Definitely sealed period though. Thought it was going to be a large cent there at first. Saw the rim of it. Okay. Well, I haven't turned on the camera in a while. I just had a really good signal though. Going to be a piece off of a door latch. It's gone pretty much quiet. I may start making my way back toward the truck. Maybe take one more pass through here. Probably gonna have to start thinking about calling it a day. But no complaints. Had another 2021 signal, and it's gonna be another one of those little buttons. I think it's gonna be the same kind. Look at that. A little flower button. I think it's going to be the same kind as the other one. You can just see the detail on this one a little better. That's really cool if both of them are like that. Have to see if we can... I doubt there's going to be a maker's mark on it. You never know. Alright. Well, I'm working my way back toward the truck. I just had a 4950. It looks like it's going to be some lead. Of course, I've dug Civil War out of here. Yeah, it's going to be a little fired musket ball. Well, that's cool. If that happens to be the last find of the day. Go out on a decent note. We got about 300 yards to the truck, so we'll see. Well, I decided not to go out on that little musket ball. I figured we might as well make it a full 3-ringer. I think that's a 3-ringer. What is it? Yep. Wait. Is that a... Yeah, I think it's just a crunched in 3-ringer. Why end on a musket ball when you can go out with a 58 caliber? I'm probably 100 yards now from the truck. Got to keep swinging all the way. All right, well, here is the board. Let's run through this. We'll do the wrap up. Start over here, I guess. Some of this, as always, got on camera, some I didn't. There's a little base to a brass lamp. There's that piece that's all messed up, but was able to kind of bring out the fancy a little bit on it. You can see there's some flower designs. Not real sure what that was. Maybe the lid to something. This was a piece of lead. Interesting little piece. Don't know what that would have been used for. Definitely carved and made into that. What else here? A couple of memorials. This was lead piece. Don't know about that either. Since we're talking about lead, we'll go ahead and do, there's a bale seal, 44 caliber, 40 caliber, and a couple of small musket balls there. There's that little cupboard latch piece. Had some harmonica reeds, picked up a blue marble. There's the skeleton key, half of one anyway. And the appropriate keyhole escutcheon right there. Could have been used for that, who knows. Picked up some pottery shards as always. Little glass stopper. Don't know what that little clip is. Utensil handle. This was interesting. It's a suspender clip, and it was pretty mangled. I got it straightened back out. And I did a little bit of research on it, but maybe someone will know a little more about it. It says Centennial across here. It's got cross sabers up at the top. And it looks as though it says 1770 right here. And if it's Centennial, that means 1870 right here. And I don't know what that would have commemorated. 1770 to 1870. I don't know. So maybe someone can help me out with that. It's a cool little piece. Wish it was complete. But maybe you can help me out. Let's see. Got the two little buttons. This one actually ended up being smaller than this one. The two-piece, the little shank on the back, and then this one. Very, very small. Got the little bird cage. I think that's underwear button. Got a little design on it. Got a parasol clip, piece of the lantern that you saw. Another little suspender clip. Got the 3-ringer right there at the very end. Glad to pick that up. Threw this in the bag. I've never dug a canteen spout, but that's what that looks like. It looks kind of small to be a canteen spout, but it has the same look to it. It's pewter. So maybe that's what that was. Civil War canteen spout. But of course, the find of the day. Still can't get over it. The Mexican quarter real. It is absolutely tiny. So I did a little bit of research. These were, won't even focus on, is it so small? Come on now. These were minted from 1842 to about 1863. This is 1853. This was actually a bust of, it's a long-haired Lady Liberty, which is a bit strange to me, but it is. LR was the assayer's initials. I could never come up with who LR was. But then the mint mark is over here, and I looped it, but it's GA, and that's Guadalajara. So Guadalajara mint, 1853. LR was the assayer. This was the smallest silver coin Mexico ever minted. There is a copper equivalent of the same denomination, a quarter real copper coin. But then there's also a copper eighth real, which is a smaller denomination. But this is the smallest silver of the Mexican coins. And I think it's smaller than any U.S. coin ever minted.
But size-wise, just for comparison, I pulled out a couple of others you can see over here. This is an 1830 Mexican half real. It's got the Liberty cap right there on the back. So that's the size difference, half real. Got the eagle on this side. Many of you are probably familiar with the Spanish real, a Spanish half real, if I can control myself here. So there's a Spanish half real with Carlos III on it. So there's your size comparison. And then just so you see, here's a 1 real, a Spanish 1 real. So you can see how tiny this is, and if you want one more, here's what a Roosevelt size-wise comparison. So that thing is tiny. It's probably my favorite find in quite a while, coin-wise for sure. Yeah, just really happy with it. I think you guys probably picked up on that with the way I was carrying on out in the field, but just really glad to get it. They're also called, I saw a couple different names for them, Quartos and then Quartillas. And I saw 2 different spellings of each of those, one with a Q and one with a C. But Quartillas are Quartos, and it's a Mexican quarter real. All right, well, I think that's going to do it. As always, thanks for following along, commenting, dropping those likes. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you think it warrants hitting the subscribe button. Please do that. And we will see you guys next time.